Hey guys, JT here with Inside the Dugout with the Pack. We've got Coach Campbell and Coach Larry on, and we've got some special guests, some girls from the Ellsworth Community College softball team. Why don't you
Hi guys.
get us going, Campbell?
So today we're going to be asking these girls some questions about like their college life and the balance between softball and their academics, and then we're going to be asking them about the difference between softball in college and high school. But first of all, I just want to introduce everybody. So let's start with Jolene, and then we'll just go through each girl. Jolene, can you please start us off and tell us where you're from, how long you've been playing softball for, and maybe what position you play?
I'm Jolene. I'm from Lewiston, Minnesota. I've been playing softball since I'm 8 years old, so 12 years now, going on 13. And I'm a pitcher, first baseman.
Nice.
Awesome.
I'm Miley. I'm from Denver, Colorado, and I've been playing softball for 6 years now. And I'm a catcher, first baseman, and outfield.
My name is Millie. I'm from Anchorage, Alaska, and I have been playing softball since I was about 6 or 7, and I am a pitcher and first baseman.
I'm Lonnie, and I'm from Nevada, Iowa. Uh, I've been playing softball since I was about 8 or 9, and then I am an infielder.
I'm Peyton. I'm a pitcher from Vinton, Iowa, and I've been playing softball since I was 7, I think.
Awesome. Well, it's lovely to meet all of you, and I'm sure our listeners are all super excited to hear from you ladies, as are Coach JT, Coach Larry, and I. So first, what majors do you guys do? Do you guys know what you want to do? Have you decided your majors, or um, are you just kind of taking a bunch of classes, or what's your plan?
So I already have a construction management slash technology degree. So right now I'm going back for my associate arts, and then if I continue to play softball, great. Otherwise, I plan to hopefully work for a construction business in the office.
Very cool.
Right now, I'm in liberal arts, but I take business and athletic training classes because this school doesn't have anything for a fire science major, and so I'll become a firefighter after continuing next year.
I am right now studying business, but come semester, I'm going to switch over to education. And yeah, that's for me.
I did a double major this year, so I'm communications and marketing, and I will eventually want to go to a 4 year and do sports media.
Oh, cool.
I'm liberal arts right now, for athletic training, but once I transfer, I want to do physical therapy.
Okay, awesome. So it seems like you guys all have um, pretty good ideas of what you want to do, and it seems like you're all in kind of hard majors, you know? So I just want to start out and let's ask Peyton, um, how do you balance academics with your softball schedule? Because I know Miley is my little sister and Coach JT's middle daughter. And I know you guys, you work a ton for the softball team out there in Ellsworth. So do you want to just let everybody know, like, um, what your academic softball life balance looks like?
So for me, school is very important since I'll need it for a long time after these 2 years. So I really try to put that first and try to get it done before I go to practice and everything so I can be done with it and ready for practice. Focus on school, softball sometimes, but it depends on the season.
Very cool.
I imagine it changes a little come spring.
Yes, it does. Yes, have to miss some classes.
So how's your fall pan out? Like when you guys start practice, how long you guys go for it during the day? Is it Monday through Friday? You guys are off Saturday, Sunday? How does that work with you guys?
Yeah, no, you
Okay.
got it.
Well, for me and like Payne and Miley, and Joe, since we're all pitchers and catchers, Mel, our little infielder. Um,
You're so cute, Mel. Or Lonnie.
I would say we have a lot more practices during the week, but it's pretty like it's fun. We keep it fun and everyone seems to enjoy it. So it doesn't really feel like a job or like it's too much. It almost feels like sometimes like I want to practice more, even with that.
So I played JUCO, so I went to Kansas and played JUCO, so I know how my days were. Classes from 8 in the morning till about noon, and then 1 o'clock till the sun goes down, we were practicing. How you guys adjust to that type of lifestyle from high school, when you guys go to school from 8 to 3, and then practice from 3 to 4 or 5, and you guys have to get it done. Now it's school from the morning, and then afternoon it's all softball. How do you adjust to that?
I think that it's definitely way more consistency in college. I didn't lift as much as I did in high school than I do now. My freshman year definitely kind of hit me where in a reality check of what we're going to be doing to be able to be better. So I think with school wise, yeah, we do start way more and at 8 a.m. and then we end at 3 p.m. and then we wait an hour and then softball's pretty done fast. But for this, it feels like softball's like all day about, so.
And we extended it a little today, just so you know, this is still practice.
Yeah.
Hey,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so Lonnie, you brought up a good point there. So when it comes to the transition, if you were talking to yourself as a senior or maybe a junior in high school, what would you say?
I feel like I should have told myself to work hard to be prepared for college. I wasn't expecting as much. I knew that I was going to work harder in college, but I should train my body a lot more and fueled my body. In high school, I feel like you can let off on eating the fast food and not getting the protein that you need. But once we got to college, I've been thinking about more of meal plan, getting enough protein, getting enough water. I just think I should have taken care of my body in high school.
It's an all day thing, right?
Yes,
It's like-
exactly.
Like you break down and get tired and
Mm.
you don't have the right nutrients or the right water intake. You have that pop instead of a water or a Gatorade. And it's a privilege to play where you guys are at. Not everybody can play softball at the next level. So what you guys are doing is a privilege and it's not a right. So you guys now look at it a different way now than was in high school, for granted. That those 13 games you played in high school compared to a 30-game season here, plus fall. So I'm sorry, spring. So because fall's for softball, it never stops. And that's what we did in baseball too. It's like those days that you're just dragging along and just like, okay, you're just trying to push on the days because it's so long. But you look back at like Coach and I now, it was the best time of my life playing college baseball. I mean, I do it in a heartbeat. It's fun. So let the listeners know, it's not a right to play, it's a privilege. And you guys work your butts off to play here. So that's what I saw the day at practice. And thank you very much for doing that for us. And I wish you all the best of luck moving forward because it's definitely fun watching you guys play.
Definitely got some good hitters on this squad.
Yes.
So one of the things, if we want to stay on nutrition a little bit, I know that, and Campbell, you know this personally too, Miley hasn't always been huge on fueling her body. And it's amazing when you look at the size of her body compared to what she eats, it just, the math doesn't add up. It's like 2 + 2 = 8 somehow. So Miley, do you want to weigh in a little bit on the adjustment for you into college? Have you seen anything? Have you done anything?
More so with what our calf gives us. I kind of eat pickier than I did before. I mean, I've always been super picky, but now I'm eating. It kind of depends on where you go to school because, because here we get some fruits and veggies sometimes, and sometimes they're good, and other times they don't look very good. And if they don't look good, I won't eat them. So
what you're saying is you're still picky.
Still very picky. But now I have stuff in my fridge like cottage cheese, yogurt, protein, so I'll eat turkey. So then I have like turkey sticks and like cheese and pickles. And so like I get all of my protein from other stuff besides meats. But when our calf has chicken, sometimes I'll eat it.
Life of JUCO, coach. Life of JUCO.
I know. But you know, and you say that, but when I went to Mesa Community College in Arizona, they fed us well. Coach, they fed us
Arizona.
well.
Not Iowa.
I went to Kansas. Come on, I know.
He gets it.
The food at DU can be questionable.
Which is amazing. We're not even gonna talk about what you pay for tuition, okay?
I know, right? We do have a Q double on campus now, though.
Nice.
Oh, yum.
That should be 7-star eating over there. Trust me.
Yeah.
You're right with what you guys do. It's not to the next level yet. When you get there, you will see it. My daughter is nutritionist at CSU for Collins for the Rams for the football team. So she's telling me what they have to eat, you know, and they eat breakfast, pre-breakfast, after breakfast, lunch, after lunch, before they go on the bus, before. I mean, it's not like it's fast food. It's all nutritious stuff. It's all the right Gatorades and the right waters, the right, all this stuff is in their body because it's going to fuel them throughout the game, throughout the night, everything, the cramps, everything. So I get that. And you guys are getting it a little bit here more than what I had in my school because it's gone a lot higher now nutrition wise. But when you get the next level, wherever it's at D2, Division 3 or Division 1, whatever it may be, you will see the jump from here to here. And it's a whole different story because you look at these boys that leave high school at 150 pounds and then they come to college to play football, whatever they do. Now they're 230 solid muscle because they had the right nutrients and the right food, the right regimen of working out and practice to get where they need to be at. So it's all about science.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point. So JoJo, she is the nutritionist for the football team. And I remember you telling me like she's got to do bagel runs and stuff before they get on the bus to travel and all kinds of stuff that they do for those boys. And that's a D1.
Yep.
Right. So which brings up the next question. Are any of you girls, and if you are, just raise your hand and you can talk, but are any of you planning on playing after Ellsworth? All right. We got the top 4 right here with us.
Exactly.
So these are some things that you'll get when you go to that next level. So NAIA, D1, D2, D3, they all have a lot bigger budget for these types of things. You'll see meal plans, you'll see food prep. I remember even at UNC, they gave us 6 meals a day as athletes. So when we were playing ball there, they gave us 6 meals a day. Some of them were hand packed. You know, you had your proteins and your fibers and they actually did give us creatine back then. I don't know if they still do that.
Man,
but yeah.
We had a coach when I played baseball at New Mexico. Our diet was McDonald's. It was, I'm not lying to you, McDonald's, and they know too. Breakfast, we had McMuffins. For lunch, we had nuggets. For dinner, Big Macs. And that's all we ever stopped at. I'm like, are you kidding me? And we're all Catholic, you know, so we can't eat meat during Lent. And so one of our old players went up to the counter to get fish. And he flipped. He goes, it ain't your team. This is my team. You get your own team. You do what you want to do. So we had to eat hamburgers for Lent. And they were like, well, like, so they're like, I'm not going to eat it. I just got upstairs. You can do stuff. We want to get a hit, you know, but
we're on his team.
Exactly. But it's so funny how nutrition has changed so much when I played back in the dinosaur years, you know, and now it's like, it's crazy, but it's all about that. Your body is your fuel, and you got to play all these games and it's hot and you're just dragging along. But if we would have ate better and had the better stuff in our body, where we had dragged so much in Texas, you know, when it's 100 degrees out there. Yeah. And it's so important. So you guys are doing the right things here. So good job.
Now, which brings up another one. Can we talk a little bit about water and how does that play into it? Because I know as an adult playing baseball, we were just playing down in Phoenix. It's 100 degrees every day. We played 7 games in 4 days. And water is a huge part for us at our age, still playing ball. How does that factor into you guys? And how does the team, how does the school handle it? How do you handle making sure you're hydrated?
For me, I know me and my suite mates, We all the day before we go and play, we sit down, and if any of us have like, we always eat like candy and stuff, you know. Not very healthy, but every time we eat a piece of candy, we have to take 2 huge gulps of water. And so then we at least drink 3 or 4 bottles of water the night before. And then day of, we drink a bottle of water before we leave to go to the buses. And if we have to get up early, we make sure we're drinking it while we're doing like our morning routine, getting ready for the games and everything. And then during the games, we drink maybe 4 or 5 more water bottles, because I know we played on turf a couple weeks ago and it was so hot. And honestly, me and my suite mates were the only people who were hydrated because we did this. Just like looking at it from an outsider's point of view, just because we focus so much on getting hydrated. And honestly, I think water tastes good, especially if it has ice. Because I love my ice. So I drink a lot of water. I think today I've probably had like 4 or 5 bottles of water. So me in general, I personally just drink a lot of water.
Yeah, and that's great, because I kind of think, and what we teach our athletes is think of it like lubing your engine, right? Lubing your body parts. So your water is actually the lube for your body. So if you're 70% water, which is what you are, you've got to be hydrated. And drinking the day before is what keeps you from being dehydrated in the game. Drinking during the game helps in recovery, but it doesn't do anything for you at the game. So if you're waiting until game time to drink, it's not helping.
And I think that's also really important for us when we are lifting weights and conditioning. I think a lot of us struggle on that, just because when we do lift weights, a lot of us have a hard time with breathing when we lift. We like to hold our breath when we're hitting or when we're lifting, so it doesn't allow us to have enough oxygen. And I think that's what we need to do with water, is that we do struggle drinking a lot of water as a team, in my opinion. I would say Miley's probably my biggest advocate about drinking water. She makes sure I fill up my water bottle before I go to bed. So I definitely think we need more people to help us as a team to drink more water for sure, to fill us up.
And do you notice when you're playing, if you're more hydrated, do you feel better? Do you play better?
The energy is there. Yeah.
Good. So you high school girls listening to this, make sure you stay hydrated. I know for a fact you don't like to drink water, but do it.
You could get little flavored mixtures and stuff like Mio.
Right now, I'm stuck on the element stuff that Nate put me on. Even though it's salty, but like it still makes me drink more water.
Yeah.
And like sodium intake is also really important, not just water, like because water doesn't have necessarily all the benefits. I don't know about you guys, but our water here is not very good.
No, but it's my home water. It's my home water so bad.
Invest in a Brita.
All right, Campbell, how are we doing?
You're actually doing great on time. Oh, going back into like academics, are you able to like go see tutors on campus, or if you need extra help in a class, are the professors understanding and accommodating to your softball schedules?
I would say so. I went to a tutor last year and really helped me focus on softball, because he was also a baseball player. So he understood the busy schedule of requiring to do schoolwork before your sports. And then for our professors, which was a big change for me, like you would expect high school, they'd be pretty easy on you, but I think high school is probably harder for me than it is in college. They definitely help us a lot more. Our classes are really small at a JUCO, so they know my name, they know what my major is, and they know what sport I play, and they know what I struggle in class. So I think they're able to communicate with me really well too, to fix what I'm struggling in.
That's a good point, Lonnie. So if you're a high school kid out there looking and you're trying to find your way and you're not sure if you want to go junior college, we a lot of times Coach and I will push you that way, because you get to play for potentially 6 years now instead of just 2, or 4. But also at the junior college level, it's a great sort of intermediary, right? It's an introduction to college, but it's not D1. D1 could be super overwhelming for a 17-year-old kid.
Bigger classes, more distractions. I mean, you're away from home for the first time. You guys are all away from home for the first time. You guys gotta go to school first time by yourself. You gotta cook for yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta do bills if you're on your camp by yourself, whatever it may be by yourself. So it's like you guys grow up real quick. And then also some practice. I mean, it's not like it's back in high school. It's from the day you get to school to the day you leave school, you're in that sport. So it's different. Now, did you guys do study hall as a team too? You get to do a study hall, and so that's, yeah, we did that too. What about now technology wise different? Is it you guys have Chromebooks like that for classes? Do you guys have books still? You go to the bookstore buy books no more?
Most of it is online now, or you can either get a book or have it online. But all of us either have a computer or an iPad.
Hey, coach, they have cell phones now.
I see that. I see that. When we were in school, we had to buy books. We had to, don't yeah, trust me. And we had to buy books, and then we sell them back to the bookstore, brand new. You get money back, a little bit of money back. But man, things have changed. But yeah, I remember the old study hall, and we come in as a class, and we had tutors as well too. But I mean, it's so different being an athlete and trying to be a student too. That's why it's we as coaches and as parents like that, we commend you guys because it's not easy. Yes, I mean it's not easy at all. And what you guys are doing is awesome, and we enjoy it. But you guys gotta go travel. I mean, it's not like it's you guys are on airplanes. You're on buses for 4 hours, 5 hours, and then come back to Ellsworth and go to class the next day, and you have to be there. If you're not there, your coach make you guys run or whatever you may do. And it's tough to be a student athlete. And I don't care if you're a JUCO, Division I, NEA, whatever you are, it's tough. So what you guys are doing here is good stuff. So just keep it up and keep driving because it's gonna get better, I promise you. So if you get that next level, that next level is D1, then it's all airplanes and better stuff.
And ESPN.
Yeah. And those three initials, NIL. That's NIL, man.
That's real.
That's
where the money
exactly.
Before you hang up the cleats, because eventually that's.
So yes, so it's a hard work to get here to get where you want to be at. And same with school. You gotta put your time and effort to here to get the DU or CSU or is it Iowa or Ames, whatever it is. So same thing. So you put it here and the rewards come after. So
Yeah, and I think all of the great things that not only the game of softball teaches you, but having coaches and mentors and going to school and all the things that it allows. And I'm assuming you don't have to say anything, but I'm assuming that a lot of you are getting some of your school paid for. And all of those benefits, Coach and I are building a big outdoor facility in the Diamond Complex in Castle Rock, Colorado. And in one of our studies, it included the number of female CEOs and whether or not they played a sport in college. And what percentage, like from 1 to 100%, what percentage do you guys think of those female CEOs played a sport in college?
65%.
90. At least 100.
96%. So everything that coach said, it's hard. Only the top of the high school make it to college, right? And playing at that level. So you're already leaders. Then you're taking everything to the next level. You're learning how to play with a team that's from all over. I mean, you're from Alaska, right?
Yes.
So from all over, and then you have to come together in a short period of time. You learn how to cooperate. All of those things, if you think about it, that's what makes a great leader. And so not only is it impressive that you're in here doing this, but we're going to see your faces on the news and in CEOs and owning your own companies and construction companies and whatever, because that's kind of what athletics does. does for you guys. What do you think about that? Pre-med?
I mean, I think that's great. I think you guys are learning so many great skills about time management and, balancing work and life because really softball in college, that's like a job. You guys are constantly doing this job, and I'm glad that you still enjoy it and you still find time to, love it. Um, but just kind of going off of that, do you guys ever feel like you get burnt out? And if you do, what are steps you take to make sure that like you still love playing softball?
I mean, for me personally, I feel like what burns me out is being far away from home. It's not necessarily softball. There's days where I could have a really good day and I'm just having so much fun. And then the next day I'm really upset just because I miss my family or miss my friends or just even miss Alaska because it's Iowa, Alaska. It's very different. um, but I would say what doesn't keep me from burning out is softball. Like it's so fun to me and I played it my whole life. I wouldn't give it up for so many things. And also just my team members and the school. It's nice here and my teammates are really supportive and they all understand and they're all super kind.
Yeah, and I would say if any of you are listening to the podcast, thinking about going to a school in Iowa, there is such a thing as Iowa nice. That's very real. But you bring up a good point. So one of the things that you struggle with a little bit is being away from home, but because you're playing on a team, this is sort of your second family.
Yeah.
And I know Coach can attest to this. He still talks to the people that he played with in college and high school. I still talk to those guys. I mean, they're family, I always said they're the family I chose, right? I chose to go to school and play with these guys, and I chose to keep in touch with them because you spend so much time with each other. You really get to know each other and love each other, really. It's a great bond. And I've done business with most of the guys I played college baseball with.
I know, being in a small town, a JUCO town, not a lot to do in these towns. So what do you guys do to break the monotony of always being at the field playing softball? Like you got to have some kind of break here and there to kind of get your head back to even be at. Because I know what we did was we chased storms. When I saw those cornfields today, and I was like, man, I'm back in Kansas. And I was in Kansas, you could see miles and miles and miles of just cornfields. And we've seen the best storms in the world with lightning coming at us. I'm like, is this smart for us to be out here?
No, but it's cool.
It's very cool with that. So we did that kind of stuff, and you just try to. We had a one bowling alley in the town. I mean, there's not a lot of things you can do in a small JUCO town. So what do you guys do to break up the monotony of always being around this program, something like that?
I'm a sub para at the elementary school and the middle school. So I work with a lot of the special ed kids. I did that back home. I worked at a special ed summer ed camp or summer special ed camp. And I walked into school one day and I was like, hey, you got a job for me? And they're like, yeah. So like I get to see, it's really fun because I get to see the coaches' kids. So like the coaches' kids recognize me from athletic events and whatnot. And then I also just, I don't know, spending time with kids is really fun. So it's like my brain break.
That's good.
Nice.
For me, I like playing cards. I like playing Uno, Spotted, Speed, James Bond, like name it. I've probably played that card game. And so I get a bunch of us to come and play cards. But also me and some of the girls like to go on like long drives on the dirt roads and just like blast music. And that's kind of just like our like letting out all of our emotions by like screaming songs in the car and just kind of being with each other. Or I go on walks. And so I could probably walk around this entire town and tell you what every street is and everything because I go on a walk every day just to keep me calm and collected.
Good.
I would say it's like a lot of precious time because we are in a small town, sorry. Theirs is an hour away. hour. It's like an hour away. You can drive there, but it's not something you do every day, every night. And it's not like you can go to the mall in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's more of like you're making memories with the people you're going to be around for that whole year, the next year, like even a lifetime. And I feel like it's where you make your most relationships. And I feel like that correlates with softball, with not even just having the softball life of we're always around each other for the sport, but we get to know each other more on a deeper level where we can disconnect from softball and just have fun together.
That's actually a good point. That brings up what we talked about on the podcast last week, right, Campbell? That
Yeah.
So we talked about last week on our podcast about what makes a great teammate and the importance of team building and what that means. Because if you spend all your time on the softball field with each other, but you don't actually get to know each other off the field, away from the coach, away from softball, you don't play as well together. Because it's when Miley takes a personal vested interest in Peyton and Lonnie takes a vested interest in Jolene. That's when you start to know each other and trust each other and love each other. And once you start to build that, you start to have what Coach and I were talking about tonight at practice is you start to have a little swag because now you're one. You're not separate. And once you're one, a team that plays together off the field will win on the field and beat talent every day of the week. Because it's almost sounds like a cliche, right? When I say, oh, it takes a team to win, right? But it takes one team to win, not a team. If you're one team and all moving towards the same goal and have that camaraderie, that's what winning is about. And that's what makes a difference, not just on the field, but off the field as well. Do you guys here at Ellsworth feel like that's something that you're working towards or that you have already?
I would say so because probably our last important meeting that we had, we definitely talked about what makes a good teammate. We all broke it down on what we think a good teammate is. And I like to think about, like, bring it back to what you said about family. Every time that I break it down for us, anytime we were doing infield, hitting practice, it doesn't matter. Like, we always say family. We're working to the goal to be a family. I like to think of us as sisters. I want us to be there for each other like sisters would be. And I did mention about family and how far away that some of these girls have to come. And I want them to think of us as their family. So because they're so far away from their actual family. So.
Love it. Did you fall asleep, Campbell?
No. I love that, and I think that's great. And actually, one thing that both Coach Larry and Coach JT have been talking about a lot lately, especially with like my team, is the importance of team bonding. So, do you guys, does your coach make a lot of time for you ladies to go out and do team bonding, or is it mainly just like you kind of form your little groups and you go out and you do stuff as your little groups, or what is becoming part of that team look like for you ladies?
Good, you got it. She's ready.
I would say you're probably right on the small group stuff. We definitely have mentioned about doing a whole team bonding to get us together. He will provide for us for sure. He's not against us doing it. I just think his schedule is so busy that it's hard for him to remember that we mentioned it. So I think if we put our foot down and talk about doing a whole team bonding, which we do plan on going, I already talked to him today about it. We're going to the apple orchard soon. And then we're also planning on doing something in Ames. So Ames is about an hour away, so it'd just be hard for us to go get rides. but we're probably gonna go to the Perfect Games. It's a arcade, bowling alley, laser tag thing. So, and I think it'll definitely help us. And we plan on not doing like small groups with that type of stuff. Like I think we'll split it up evenly and mix around the groups to play some bowling.
So who's all sophomores here?
All
All you guys?
so
I'm a transfer sophomore. I came from another JUCO actually in the same conference, but technically I'm an academic junior, so I took a year off in between.
So you guys are above and beyond the freshmen, right? So you guys know. So once you just say, hey, let's meet have dinner tonight, all of us at that pizza ranch, whatever it is, or go to the bowling alley, or you get one here and now, or movie theater, something like that. Take it upon yourself, bring you guys together, because no one else is gonna do that but you guys. I mean, baseball guys are a little bit different. We had a house. We all went to church.
Is that what you call
We
that?
call it
Coach?
church. We call it- But we bonded together, and baseball is different than softball. I know that, and we did other things outside of baseball during the game. You know, we bench playing brawl or whatever it may be back then. But we did things to get the team together, and our coach knew if we weren't together, he will find a way to get us together, and that's what you do. And you guys, you can do it yourself.
Yeah.
Do go have barbecue. You guys have a house, or does it all live in apartments, or?
I'd cook for people.
I mean, just something we all do together. You guys, you have a football team. Everybody go to the game. You guys have a basketball team. Everybody go to the game. Meet up and go to the game together. Sit in the same row, and you guys all watch the same game together. You guys can do it yourself and not have a coach rely on you guys do what you do. And that's where you guys get that bonding together, and all of a sudden you're together like this, and you're tight as one. And that's when you guys go on the road together. It's fun. You guys go to dinner together. It's fun. You guys go to class together. It's fun. But when it's not fun, it's taxing, it's long. It's like, okay, I don't want to be here. And when you make it fun, it's hard to say, because like I said, I was in Kansas. When I went back home for break, I could not wait to get back to that place, because you miss your friends, you miss your teammates, you miss your sisters and your brothers like that. So like Coach says, one of my old roommates, I talk every single day to them. And it's like clockwork, talk every day. How you doing? Doing good. So that's where you will have when you get to our age. So it's fun. So
And that's important. It's good to have the planned ones because that's okay. But really it's the improv barbecue, it's the improv, let's all go to the pool. You know, it's the improv, let's go watch a movie. Movie not as much because you're not doing things, but it's those improv moments that become the ones that the memories that you remember
exactly.
forever, because you're like, you know, that time we jumped the fence and
Yeah.
we were swimming in the pool, and then the volleyball team came in too. That happens.
Yeah.
And that's cool,
Yeah.
right? And those moments, and I'm not saying for the record, break the law or anything like that. What I'm saying is, improv moments like that will change everything. And if the team is going on and falling apart in late innings, it's not necessarily a lack of skill, and it's usually not a lack of skill. It's a lack of camaraderie. Okay, you're draining each other's energy instead of pumping each other up. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And if you do these things on the side where you're hanging out, and it's not effective if you have several groups doing it separately,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
It's everybody.
Mhm.
And you start to come in and you realize, even if you have beef with other girls, when you get together and get to know them, there's never anything that can't be overcome, because they're you. They're you. They wouldn't be here in this program with you if they weren't. You're all here for a reason, and you've come together because of those things you have in common. So when you start to, you know, maybe mute this part, but jump the fence at night and swim the swimming pool or whatever it is that you're doing, it changes everything. And all of a sudden you start winning, and all of a sudden those late innings become fun. And you're the team that's still full of energy, and you're the team that puts a foot down on the gas in the 7th inning to finish a game, because you're pumping each other up and not dragging each other down. When you have those clicks, right? Then you're draining each other's energy.
I guess more tipping the cow over in Iowa than it is shrimping the fish in one
Tipping
Yeah,
the
that's
cow.
right. That's why
I should have said
that,
tipping
that cow.
so.
Jump on a bowl right now.
That's probably a thing. That's probably a
It
thing.
probably is. I think it is. Yeah, probably is.
So go tip a cow together.
We could.
It's more pigs.
Right.
It's more pigs.
Yeah.
Can you tip a pig?
You don't
The
drown
pig-
Wrestle a pig.
Millie, we'll throw you.
I'm pretty sure the pig ratio is like 5 to 1 and 5 pigs to 1 person.
Yeah, okay. Watch out for those pigs.
Do a scary corner.
We
Yeah.
should go on a pig race.
Right?
Totally. I
Sorry,
mean,
not a
that'd
scary-
be perfect, because if you're super scared, you hold somebody's hand.
I would.
That's great.
I think you'd be like this.
You can ride on my back. I can think that good.
Are you still with us, Campbell?
I'm still with you guys. I think this is great, and I love that just sitting here today and talking with you guys, you can see how much you love each other and how much of a team you guys really are. And it's been really, really great to get to talk to you guys and just ask you about all these things. I know we've got about 20 minutes left. Coach Larry, Coach JT, do you have anything that you want to add or anything you want to emphasize before we end this call?
Yeah, I want to make some predictions. I think these Ellsworth Community College is going to go really far. Coach Larry and I came and worked with them and saw briefly some of their potential at the plate, and I don't think there's anybody in Iowa who can beat them.
Nope, I agree.
Awesome. Well,
Go all the way this year.
Yes, let's go.
I love it. I love to hear that, and I can't wait to see what you guys have in store for the rest of this year.
This will be on Spotify tomorrow.
Ladies, are there any last remarks or anything you'd like to add?
Or any questions you'd like to ask us as coaches?
I would say like going from playing and then coaching with what was the mindset switch for there within showing you saw kids live in their frustrations. You weren't living it anymore. You were living, or you saw them living their baseball frustrations. And how is it just seeing it as a coach?
That's a good question.
That's the hardest damn thing.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough watching
That's a
a kid or a child or a kid or whatever fail, and you just want to help them so much. And you watching them from the outside and looking in, I'm not gonna help this kid out. I'm not gonna help this kid out. So I got into started to coach, just doing lessons, and they asked how much you want to get paid. I'm like, nothing. I just want to help your son out. And they always wanted to pay me. I'm like, no, I want to give back. And I was able to do that. And as a coach, watching like you guys today, watching you guys from the bat today, and you guys doing it the right way, and you guys started seeing success, and that boy that you were helping out success wise, and that's the greatest feeling in the world. So then I started doing that. And I'm like, I could do more. And then the whole time I was playing baseball, I'm learning the game. You keep on learning every day. You don't ever stop learning. And I was like, I can coach this game. And everybody can coach, and everybody can play. So, I was able to become a good coach that way. And just watching our team succeed and fail and move on to the next level is so rewarding. I mean, when that senior year class leaves, and it's like losing a kid to college again, because my daughter went to college. I go, oh, kid, bye. See you next 4 years. Same with the boys that you leave for baseball. It happens every year. You have those kids from freshman to senior year, and they leave. But you've done a good job as a parent and as a coach to get that kid ready for the next level. And I'm able to have right now 4 kids play the next level, 3 at JUCO and 1 at Division II and 1 at D1, Ohio State. And they call me still today. I talk to them every day and make sure they're doing okay. And I love that because, they've got to a certain spot in their baseball career and academic career because of what you helped them get to do. So it's very rewarding that way. And that's how I got into coaching and teaching and that kind of stuff. So yeah.
It was a very different and interesting thing because I never thought I'd coach. I thought I was just going to be a Major League Baseball player. I always thought that. And then I tore my rotator cuff and I came back to Colorado for rehab. And my high school coach was like, "Hey, can you coach the freshman team?" And so at first it was very difficult for me to accept that role. Of course, I said yes. But then through the season, when I started to see them progress and do better, and I actually felt, and I was a terrible coach back then, just for the record, but I was helping them. And it was so cool. It was such a great feeling that you can take somebody and you can lift them up, you can inspire them, you can see that potential in them, because a great coach doesn't see you how you are. A great coach sees what you can be and see the potential that you have. And all potential is stored energy. So it's just like hitting the ball. When you load, you're storing kinetic energy. And then when you release, you're releasing it on the ball, right? The same thing when you're throwing, you load and you're storing that kinetic energy and you're releasing it on the ball. Well, as a coach, you're seeing all the stored energy that came to you for help, and you're just giving it away to release. And when that happens, I mean, like one of this, and I know this has come up on the podcast before, but one of my classic examples is this little boy, Batzel. He came to me when he was 13, and God, he was goofy. I mean, he was too tall for his own good. He didn't know where his hands or feet were. And when I started coaching him, I was like, this kid's going to be really good. This kid's going to be really good. And he was flunking out of school. His parents didn't know what to do with him. They were going to send him to boarding school. And he played one season for me, that first season. And they said, what did you do to him? Because all of a sudden he was getting A's. I mean, he went straight from failing to passing all his classes with A's. And all it was a little bit of focus, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit of guidance, a little bit of structure. And that's all these kids needs. And when you see a success story like that, he ended up being, 6'3" when he went to Mesa to play as a starting pitcher and was an absolute stud, and now owns 8 Cinnabons, and he's 20, how old is that? Like 22?
22, 23.
23, owns 8 Cinnabons. So it's so rewarding. I thought it was cool hitting a bunch of home runs, right? It was, right? But watching somebody that you coached hit a home run, yeah, 100 times better.
And Coach and I are dragging. I mean, we're tired. Poor Campbell's tired. He flew from Arizona this morning. I flew from Denver this morning, and we've had probably 8 hours of sleep between the last 3 days of us. But we come down Iowa not just for Riley, but for you guys, and we love the game. And I would do it again tomorrow. And that's what it's all about. It's not about the reward of nothing that we're going to get out of it. It's for us to help our knowledge for you guys to get better. And now we do that for anybody. That's what we love to do. That's what coaching is all about, is to gain our knowledge to you guys so you guys get better. So
yeah, if we got something that'll just inch you a little bit forward and
Yeah.
believe in yourself just a little bit more,
it's like that one little
It's all
curveball
worth
that
it.
he sits back on and he hits up like that. I mean, yes, he finally got it. He finally hit the oppo, and
Hey, Jolene, tomorrow?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're swinging today. I mean, we're excited about you guys.
Yeah.
I can't wait to call you guys tomorrow night and say, how'd you guys do? Who hit the home run?
Yeah.
We want to know that, because it's exciting for you guys just to take what we gave you today, and it's a little bit, but just take that little bit of knowledge and just keep growing with it. And just the ceilings you guys have, there's no ceiling for girls at all.
And we went to dinner after practice tonight. And coach was like, "Did you see that girl from Alaska?
Yeah.
Did you see that girl? Did you see her swing?"
Yeah. I see him like lefty too, man. Like I just see this girl swing the bat. I'm excited. So that's what I love about just softball and baseball. Like I said, I'm not a softball guy. I'm a baseball guy. But one girl had a hand like this. I'm like, what's going on here? Like Ty Cobb back in the old days. I'm like,
Yeah.
But that's what they do now. These girls, they do like that, and they get it ahead. I'm like, makes it and then a slapper. I'm like, what's a slapper? you can't be doing that.
In case you haven't noticed, coach is the baseball guy.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my goodness, what's going on here? But I'm seeing it and I'm loving it, and I just can't wait to see what happens in the future for you girls, and that's what a coach does, and I'm excited for you guys. So
Yeah, and you were teaching us a little bit too. So
Yeah.
your slappers that were out there was new for me, trying to figure out what angle I needed to see to be able to see what's going on with the swing. Because traditionally, as baseball, you're just standing there and I know exactly what to do, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So then I have all these slappers on your team come in tonight, and I'm like, I need a different angle for this because she's going out of the shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't assess something if you're leaving the shot. So I mean, we learn every day.
We do.
We learn every day.
Exactly.
And it's all the same thing. So you can figure out, okay, bat path is doing this, body's ahead of this, timing's off on this,
Yeah.
whatever that is. Hopefully when you girls get that feedback, it's just one little tweak. It's always just one little tweak. Everybody thinks it's this big thing, and these parents bring their kid to me and say, "Can you fix my kid?" I look at their swing and I say, "It's perfect. He's just on his front foot. And, if he sits back, do you want to pay me for that?" I don't know. It took like 30 seconds.
Exactly.
I had a question for you, coach, but it was more about injuries. So you said your rotating cuff. How do you bounce back from an injury? Because I'm like still struggling on how to overcome the fear of getting back to where I was before.
That's a great question. And it's a question that a lot of athletes deal with. And I'm probably gonna answer this question, and Miley knows I'm gonna answer this question a lot differently than most people will. Because I believe your body heals itself. Okay. And your job is to heal your mind. So if you can heal your mind, your body will heal itself. And by taking care of your mind, you sort of release that fear, and then healing becomes faster. So it may not look like it now, but this week, I played 8 games in 5 days. And last year, this time, I was in bed with a broken back. So I fell 18 feet out of a ceiling and on my back and broke it. And the doctor said it's going to take you 6 months to heal from this. And I said, okay, this is a professional doctor telling me this. I have a choice now. Am I going to believe what the doctor said and just go with it? Or do I have some other opinions? And so I thought about it for a while. I said, well, why don't I try 6 weeks? He said 6 months. I will stay still, which is very difficult for me, coach, for 6, yeah, for 6 weeks. And I called my doctor and I said, I want you to do another x-ray. He's like, there's no way you're healed. Then no, do an x-ray. So I came back in, he did the x-ray and he said, I don't understand it, but you're healed. So your body will heal itself, but you have to choose to heal your mind. And your mind is what dictates that, not a doctor, not the physical therapist, not coach, not me, not Miley. That's entirely up to you. So I will always say, heal your mind first, whatever that means to you. And it can mean something totally different to everybody. And then choose what you want to believe. Because you can look up healing. I had a young man who broke his collarbone running into the third baseman at Littleton High School when I was coaching there. And it was right before playoffs. And he said, oh, what am I going to do? I'm going to be out for playoffs. And he was our starting catcher. I said, well, you got 2 options. You can believe what the doctor said about healing times and all that stuff, or you can make a different choice. And 4 weeks later, he was playing in the games. And I don't think he ever went back for an x-ray. So we can't say if he was healed or not, but he was fine enough to play. And he did well. So I know that's kind of a general answer, but healing, the body is going to take care of itself. That's the beauty of it. And I do believe in God, and I say God designed us in a way that we can heal. But in terms of your mind, that's the part you got to take care of. That's your responsibility in there.
We're athletes. We're not going to sit down. We're not gonna sit down.
Yeah.
I got knee replacements doing my knees, and I was up and working out in 3 weeks. I mean, they're like, "What are you doing?" Like, I'm an athlete. I'm not gonna sit down. I'm not gonna let this beat me. And it's all like you said, mind over matter, and just be smart about it. I mean, if you're injured, you're injured. You're hurt, you're hurt. But your body will heal itself up, and the right stuff. What are you battling right now? Arm, legs.
Probably whole body.
Cold
think-
bath.
It
Yeah.
sounded like
Yeah.
full bath.
Get a good cold bath, man.
Yeah.
I did a cold bath this weekend, man. Like, whoa, 70 degrees in that water, and like your body just gets numb.
Yeah, you should have seen Coach when he jumped in the cold bath. His eyes were really cold.
Ice is your best friend. Ice is your best friend, and just keep getting that blood, that good blood into your body, because that old blood gets out and get the new blood in and builds itself up. But we're athletes.
Yeah.
And I know what you're going through, and you don't want to be sitting down but you kind of know what you can and can't do. So
Yeah, you hit on something.
And I'm just gonna add to that really quickly too, Lonnie. Your body is incredible. Like I'm pre-med, so I'm in a lot of anatomy classes, and I know a lot of you ladies are in like physical therapy classes. The body really is amazing. And I know from talking to Miley that you guys have a really great recovery program there. So I'd say just take advantage of that. And then one thing that I do that really helps, especially with some of the guys on my team, is, and it might seem a little silly, but just write on a sticky note, just say like, my body is strong, my body can do hard things. Just write like little sticky notes for yourself, put them on your mirror, and every morning when you're brushing your teeth, every night when you're brushing your teeth, you're looking at those. And the more that you look at those positive things, that's going to start being your inner monologue. And that's going to help you get over the mental part of being worried that you won't be able to get back to the point you were at prior to getting injured. So it's just a matter of, repeat those things to yourself. Your body can do hard things. You can do hard things. Your body is amazing. So make sure you are telling yourself those positive things. And I promise you, it'll come around. It might take a little bit, and you might need some help and encouragement from your teammates, but you will get back there, and you are going to do amazing things.
Thank you.
Well, you think of it like a broken bone. When even the doctor will tell you that bone, when it heals back up, it's stronger than it was the first time. So be thankful for your injuries. Yeah, because when you come back out, you'll be like, what, the rookie?
yeah. Tommy John was
Cooking it.
Tommy John.
Right.
Tommy John was a death sentence back in the old days. Now you want to have Tommy John.
Yeah, now they're creative.
I want Tommy John now. Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh,
I just
Tommy
want.
Yep.
Are we out of time, girl?
Oh man.
Yeah, we are.
Well, hopefully this was fantastic.
Yes.
First of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be on our podcast. This is on Spotify, so you know. And then thank you, Campbell. Pleasure as always. You actually didn't talk nearly as much tonight as you normally do.
I know, I'm sorry, guys. I'm feeling a little under the weather today.
Write some notes.
Yeah, write some notes, right?
It's all
Put a big smiley face.
You're feeling better. You're feeling better.
I am beautiful. I'm strong.
I am healthy.
I am not sick.
Hey, quick plug to Campbell. What was your record in Phoenix this year?
Oh.
7-0.
7-0 World Series champ. Woo!
I don't have a ring yet, but I do have this guy.
Oh, some goals.
Yes.
The ring is coming in the mail.
Bring home some.
I have a banner above my bar that says World Champion.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right.
And she's
And-
so excited. She'll show that to everyone.
And you guys are bringing home some hardware this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Championship starts here. It isn't so much. I don't like saying, you're gonna get me going off on this, but I don't like saying goal. Let's just do it. It's like Nike,
Yeah.
just do it.
Yep.
If you make the decision right now, That's what you want? Even if you somehow accidentally missed it, you're gonna be so much better off than you were if you didn't make that decision right now.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Exactly.
Bye, Yoda. No, he says that quote all the time. Like it's great. We have like a little.
Hanging above my desk.
Yeah, that's
For
right.
Christmas one year, I got him a plaque, and now it's just like right front and center above his computer on his desk.
And if that wasn't Nike's slogan already, it would be the pack slogan. All right.
Okay, well, thank you so much, ladies. It was lovely talking with you. Thank you, Coach Larry and Coach JT. It was a pleasure talking with you guys as always.
Absolutely. And what I would say is we'll leave it with our slogan and then we'll turn off the recording for tonight. But the strength of the wolf is in the pack, and the strength of the pack is in the wolf. Remember that.